Okay, so with the story officially back in Fortnite, thanks to that little video we got at the end of the 0 hour live event, we know that, well, we always knew that the zero point had existed. The imagined order had controlled it for thousands of years, blah, blah, blah. No one really cares about the imagined order anymore, but we'll probably start caring about them again once they show up again, because we're bringing the story back, and they were in the story last I checked. The seven people, blah, 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 teamed up to protect the 0 point, but their fate is unknown. No one knows where they went. But then, as soon as this season started, the only member of the seven, well, actually, this was the only member of the seven that was ever in the item shop. Well, except for Paradigm, but she was a one time thing. Except for that accident that Fortnite had, where they accidentally brought her back, but then they got rid of her again. So, her and someone else were item shop. The Order. Now, this one obviously is here to stay. She's not a limited time buy one, get her while you can kind of thing. She appeared on the first day. And I know most of us have probably figured this out by now. It's just like, why would they bring her back? Since they brought back the story, why would they bring her back? Aren't the seven missing? Yes, 6 out of 7 are missing. And yes, I know the joke. Very funny. But 6 out of 7 members are missing. But she isn't. She never went missing. Or at least that's what I think. Because remember back in chapter 3, season 3, it was, at the end of that, we had to figure out why the seven went missing. We found the Foundation's helmet at a statue, which wasn't like, which the Foundation never took off his helmet, like ever. Or at least that's what Paradigm had said. Then we found the Visitor's helmet missing somewhere at the lab, but the Visitor turned out to be with two Paradigm and Origin, which I'll get into in a second. And then Imagine's blade was found somewhere. So yeah, that's 3. And then it only leaves 4. The Visitor, the Origin, the Paradigm, and the Order. Wait, no, it was the Order's wings we found, I believe. I can't remember. I think it was either the Imagine's blade or the Order's wings. Well, either way, 4 of them had disappeared. 4. Wait, no, yeah. Foundation, Visitor, Order, and Imagine. Yeah, 4 went missing. Oh my god, I'm trying to. It's been so long since the story exists that I forgot the details. But yeah, 4 went missing. We only found 1, the Visitor, who was with the Origin and Paradigm in some sort of secret bunker in one of the buildings. The Foundation we didn't find. No one knows where he went. The Imagine, pretty sure. Well, she kind of got dispersed through all realities when she fell into the 0 point with somebody else, I think. I don't know who she fell in with. I think it was her father, Jenna, or something, blah, blah, blah. But we didn't find her or the Foundation. Or the Order, for that fact. But, and and I know this is like a nonsense ramble, probably, and it sort of is because I'm trying to fit, trying to recomplete the puzzle. I had a puzzle, then over 3 years, it's been taken apart because I forgot details. But now I'm remembering the details since it's just coming back. Right, I already said that we didn't find 2 of them. No, three. We did three of them we hadn't found. We don't know where they went. And then chapter 3, season 4, the Herald, that Chrome lady or whatever, if that's even a lady, I have no idea. That Chrome thing, he, she, they, them, I don't know. Whatever that thing was, plant, Chrome thing. Well, either way, she took Origin and Visitor, and I forgot about the scientist. I forgot the scientist existed. So we only we only found one of them. The other three, who knows where? No one knows where they went. But then chapter 3, season 4, the Visitor, the Origin, Scientist, and Paradigm were in a building together, trying to looking at the Chrome. Then that Chrome just started coming to life, I guess. Is that even the right way to put it? It I don't know. It just started spreading onto the scientist's hands, which pulled him into the Chrome, along with the Visitor and the Origin. But Paradigm was just backing toward the door because apparently she thought that was the best idea, even though the Chrome was literally surrounding her on the floor. But apparently, this girl forgot she could fly for like 3 seconds. Kind of stupid if you ask me. Like, you can literally fly. You have rocket boots. But okay, back toward the door. Back away toward the door. That's just what anyone does when there's something wrong. And they can fly. They back toward the door. So the order told her to leave, and then she remembered, oh wait, I can fly. And then she just shot up into the air, trying to miss out the chrome. Then she got sucked into a chrome tornado, which she flew out of, and then got spit into the water. Actually, wait, no, she went into the water on purpose. And then she went to the 0 point to reality 659, and then she just disappeared. No one knows where she went. But then but she was talking to us through wherever she was at the end. And like we had to defeat the Herald, but that didn't work because she kind of got stuck in the reality tree and kind of blew us all up. But then the beginning of in the in one of the cinematic trailers for chapter 4, season 1, she was seen putting together an island, and then she disappeared again. What was this girl doing? I don't know. But she's gone again. And now we're here because it's been 3 years with no story, and now we're here. And the order is in the item shop, which makes me believe that since they brought back the story, which I've said multiple times, stick with me here. I am rambling about absolute nothing, but I can't remember the details. Like, I remember the details and then I forget the details. Anyway, I hate this. Anyway, she's in the item shop. The story's back. We're gonna go back into the 7. She's gonna be the first one to appear. That is what I believe. So then she's here in the item shop. It makes me believe that she's gonna come to us or we're gonna find her. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if we're gonna go to her or she's gonna come to us. She never had a voice actor. She was never really mentioned a lot. The only members that we've actually seen her, the only members we've actually seen or heard was Origin, Scientist, Foundation, and Paradigm, and Imagined. The Visitor and the Order never got voices. Well, we've seen the Visitor, so we've seen Foundation, Scientist, Paradigm, Origin, Visitor. Wait, Foundation, Paradigm, Scientist, Visitor. I'm forgetting again. We've seen Foundation, Paradigm, Scientist, Visitor, Origin, and Imagine. And Imagine. Imagine or Imagined. I don't know. We've seen that. And we've heard Foundation, Paradigm, Origin, Scientist, and Imagine. But we haven't heard Visitor or Origin. Visitor or Order. Oh my god, I hate this. I'm forgetting everything. We've never seen the Order in Fortnite at all, except for when she's in the item shop. But like, not like in a cinematic trailer or during a live event. We've never seen her. We've seen everyone else but her, whether it be through cinematic trailers or live events. We haven't seen her at all. We haven't. She's also never spoken. Oh right, back on point. Ugh, I'm forgetting everything. Oh my god, what? How do these Fortnite content creators make these videos without forgetting these details? How? How do they do it? I need to know. I'm not a content creator for Fortnite. I'm just a content creator. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so they're bringing back the story. I've said that like 5, 6, 7 times. And again, with the joke. I know the joke. Very funny. So I think a way to make this interesting, we're diving back into the story with the 7. I think what they might do with it, or what they should do with it, is that I think there should be 7 chapters in chapter 7, and each chapter we get one story of each member of what happened to them and where they went, and maybe we try to find them. Or if we don't do that, and the Order is the one to find them, since she's probably going to come into the story, since she's obviously since she's here, she's there. They're probably, in order to make the story the same way it used to be, they're probably going to bring her back, have her back for a little bit, and then make something happen to her. That's going to make us, that's going to make the lore community and the story community want to know what happened to her. Kind of like what they did with Paradigm, except I think everyone forgot about Paradigm. Like, they involved her in the story. They gave her jobs and roles. They made her speak to us. And then she disappeared. Something happened to her. We don't know what happened to her, but we want to know what happened to her. So maybe that's what they'll do with the Order. But from the wrap-up explanation video that we got from Fortnite after the 0 hour, when they said the fate of the 7 is unknown, they blinked out in an order. And no, we're not talking about the Order. They blinked out in an order. And strangely enough, the Order was the first one to disappear. Because they had a picture of the 7, but when they said the fate of them was unknown, they each started disappearing until only the Foundation was left. Which means that the Order disappeared first, and then the Foundation was the last one to disappear. Which means that back in Chapter 3, Season 3, when we found everyone's stuff, the Order wasn't the Order was the first one that had disappeared. Well, that's just my guess. Because in the video, she was the first, because her image was the first to disappear, and then everyone else up to Paradigm and the Foundation, until Foundation was left. Also, in the NPCs, Karina, who's a character in the Battle Pass, is like a mystery vlogger or whatever. And apparently, when you ask her about the 7, she'll say that she found files. Well, I don't know. She'll just say that the 7 has been brought up a lot in a laboratory's files, a laboratory that's on the island this season, this chapter. But the 7 are brought up a lot in the files. And then Jones mentions the 7 when you ask about the 7. He says that they were his friends. They convinced him to join the good side, and then they all disappeared. And that if something bad is happening, that we're gonna need them back. And then the Order is here. So yeah, wrapping up with the theory. My theory is that she's gonna come into the story again. Well, actually, no, not again, because she's never actually really been in the story before, unlike the other six members. Because we haven't heard or actually seen her live event, NPC, or story wise. No, wait, no. That's not how I said it before. We haven't seen her, we haven't seen or heard her cinematic wise, live event wise, or NPC wise. We haven't seen her at all. So they're going to bring her into the story for the first time in forever. Like, we're going to probably we probably won't get to interact with her, but we'll get to hear her. And then they'll probably make something happen to her, and then we'll want to figure out what happened to her. That has been the most confusing thing ever. Also, I'm pretty sure if I go to my pickaxes, like, if we do... What the heck? No, I don't want things from Chapter 2, Season 7. I want just the 7. We have Paradigm and Foundation. Well, this isn't the original Paradigm. They gave her a redesign. And then for the back bling, we have Paradigm's back bling and Foundation's back bling. And then I have Paradigm's blade, Imagine's blade, and the Foundation's blade. So I did end up getting something from the Chapter 2, from the Chapter 3 Season 2 Battle Pass. And then we do also have the Foundation's glider, the Visitor's glider from the OG season that happened recently. Then we have the Paradigm and this umbrella, which isn't really helpful. We also have this umbrella that is also part of the 7 set. But strangely, this isn't a part of the 7 set. I don't know why. Then we have the Visitor's contrail, the Paradigm's contrail, the Origins contrail, and then that's it. So yeah, we have a lot of different stuff that involves the 7. I wonder... Okay, let me go off that. I wonder if we have any 7-based stuff that would go here. Oh yeah, we do. We have something for the Visitor, Foundation. Oh, that's it. Okay, now. What about wraps? We have one from the Visitor, Paradigm, Origin, and Foundation. And then that's it again. And then this one, it's going to be harder. Oh wait, never mind. We have one from the Paradigm. Actually, that's it. We only have a loading screen from Paradigm for the 7. Yeah, we don't have anything there for them. Well, actually, these are newly introduced, so of course we wouldn't. Wait, no. Yeah, we don't have a lot of. So yeah, that finishes everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this theory, and maybe you guys were thinking the same thing, maybe you weren't. But another thing I did want to point out is that let me go to it. When you go here, this picture for 0 hour, which obviously you can't attend the event, but there are videos on it of YouTube. I also posted a video of it. But when you go here, you'll see a bunch of different characters. They're like in the middle with there's a new version of Lynx in the new OG season for Chapter 1, Season 7. But then one of the if we go here, now we have to get out of the bonus rewards. There she is. The new version of Lynx, she's there with the Traveler. I'm not sure why. Maybe Lynx has like no ties to the Seven. I don't, but maybe she got. Actually, a bunch of characters got kidnapped by Chrome. Maybe she was one of them, and she got corrupted as well. I do like the design they have for her, but that was the design wasn't the point. The point was that she's involved. Like old story characters are being involved again. Anyway, for real, thank you for listening to this rant. If you guys probably already figured this out or have the same idea, if I get any new information, I'll be sure to share it. That is if I can remember it. Anyway, thank you guys for listening and watching. Bye.